Severely disabled adults say they're shocked, scared and disgusted that their Sussex care home will close in 3 months' time without any certainty as to where they'll be moved to. The Ernest Kleinwort Centre in Burgess Hill is in special measures after it was rated inadequate by Care Quality Commission inspectors.
The trust that runs the centre says it has to close because of problems recruiting staff. But as Amanda Akass reports, campaigners fighting to save it say they're fearful of the impact on 25 vulnerable residents.
This afternoon, more walkabouts, more warm handshakes as the Princess moved north to Burgess Hill.
Ernest Kleinwort Court was opened by Princess Diana to great fanfare back in 1985.
The Princess talked with all the residents and at one point looked set to join in one of their games. All part of her natural, relaxed style that has helped to make her so popular.
Since then, it's provided a home, a community and round-the-clock care for adults with a range of disabilities. But on July the 31st, residents were told it would be closing in just 3 months' time. 28-year-old Daniel Watson has lived there for most of his adult life. He's terrified he'll now have to move to an old people's home.
This is Daniel's home and he has been very happy here.
Daniel, how do you feel about it closing?
I'm scared.
The centre received an inadequate rating from the Care Quality Commission earlier this year, but many of its residents say they don't want to have to move.
Shock more than anything. Upset.
Absolutely disgusting. And they gave us 3 months' notice. There was no consultation.
Liz Way bought a house round the corner from the centre to be near her brother Mike.
All the people that live here are like family, and to take that away from them, you know, and they're like a family and the staff are fantastic.
The Disabilities Trust has more than 20 purpose-built centres like this one all over the country. But the Ernest Kleinwort Court was the first one, opened in 1985. Some residents have been here for 30 years.
We've not been able to deliver the right standards of care, and indeed it's gone from requires improvement to inadequate. We're in special measures, we've tried everything, but we've just not been able to turn it around, and it cannot be right, it cannot be responsible to carry on offering a standard of care that is not acceptable.
Reverend Trevor Beckett has launched a campaign including a petition to try and save the centre.
We are absolutely certain that the current residents deserve better than this. Many of the residents, I think that it's quite likely that some of them, because of the rush, will end up in inappropriate accommodation.
But the Trust insists recruitment issues mean closure is the only option.
Well, Amanda Akass is live in Burgess Hill. Amanda, what hope is there that the centre can be saved?
Well, the Disabilities Trust insists that the reason they're closing is because they just can't get the staff they need to make the improvements they want to. So they say in the past 2 years they've interviewed 200 people for posts. They appointed 50, but 50 people have also left. But the residents here and their families say for an organisation which runs many other similar centres across the country, that kind of response just isn't good enough. They're hoping that local authorities which fund some of the residents here could be prevailed upon to try and step in and come up with some other options, or at the very least to provide people with more time to find alternatives.
Amanda, thank you.